Hi everyone. This video is going to be an overview of torso circles. So, you're going to get a little bit of a spread foot stance so you can get nice and stable. You want to feel really well balanced. Then you're going to take your hands and you're going to reach them forwards. And then you're going to think about making circles with essentially your rib cage. But kind of, you can get the whole torso involved. Some nice big circles. You want to think about you're holding like a beach ball or an exercise ball or something between your hands so you maintain that nice distance, right? And you're getting that big motion back and forth. Try and keep your hips nice and steady, right? Because you're trying to get this in with the upper body, right? And you want to make sure, right, you go both directions. As you get more comfortable with it, you can try and increase your range, maybe throwing some spinning or getting into back bends like that, where you kind of open up and you're leaning backwards. But at first, nice, gentle, getting used to it. You can also get more giant torso circles, where you actually do let the hips kind of relax and move with you, which I kind of like these a little bit better, but they get you a little dizzy when you get those nice big full up and down circles. So doing the ones that's a little bit more focused on that upper torso, less likely to make you dizzy, and you can really focus in on that rib cage, shoulder blade, thoracic region as it moves around, trying to feel that rotation coming from up here. Well, from your whole rib cage as you're spinning in those circles. It's a really, honestly, intensive exercise. You'll probably get your heart rate up pretty high while you do this, which is not a problem. Just make sure that you're breathing, and if you do get dizzy, the best thing I've found for that, do a couple circles the opposite direction, and then go ahead and sit down. It does help if you spin the other way, just because it settles your inner ear. But if you're like, ooh, I'm really dizzy, sitting down is the best thing, because then you can't fall over. I've done that many times because I spun a little bit too much, and then I'm like, ooh, I can't walk. So just something to be aware of. It's it's not a bad thing to get dizzy. It's a little uncomfortable, but as long as you don't fall over, you're gonna be fine. Breathing importance. Yes. Keep the glutes engaged, especially if you start trying to get into those back bends. Because if you're going backwards, this is really easy to do, is get this lock here so your low back locks it. And you don't really want that. You want to make sure your hips are keeping that more stability. So going here, you don't want to arch up really high. Keep the glutes engaged as you do that. But that's only if you're feeling really comfortable doing that you want to get into those back bends. Definitely start with nice controlled small circles. So enjoy.